Let's talk about what we mean when we say aerial photographs or air photography. There's a couple distinctions to be made. One is that there's a lot of historical photos taken from the air. This could simply be from the top of a high building. It could be from a hot air balloon. It could be from a carrier pigeon. It could be from any sort of anything higher than the ground. We could call that an aerial photograph. But typically the ones we talk about are not the ones like kites and other things, special cases, but more like photographs taken from an airplane. And shown on the right here is one historical photograph of photos being taken from an airplane, but of course we have much more sophisticated methods now. The other idea, besides just that these photographs are usually taken from some sort of aerial platform, either an airplane or a satellite, another important idea is that some of the historical photographs were actually taken on film. So those pictures taken on film are going to be different than our modern aerial photographs, which are typically taken in a digital manner. So with modern aerial photographs, we can take modern aerial photographs from airplanes or from drones or from other helicopters, any sort of aerial platform that we want to, or of course from a satellite. And now we typically do not use film to take aerial photographs. Instead, we take it with digital cameras in a manner that's very similar to what might be on your phone, where we basically still release a shutter and let in light, and then this light affects the pixels that are in some sort of matrix. One other kind of thing about when we think about aerial photographs, we can think about its geometry. If we're in the air, we could take a photograph of the ground in any direction. Three examples are shown here: a high oblique, a low oblique, and a vertical. A high oblique would be a photograph that's taken off to the side, as shown between these two lines here, and it would include things above the horizon. So we would be able to see part of the sky in a high oblique aerial photograph. A low oblique aerial photograph is also taken off to the side, but it does not include the horizon. It would just include in the image the things between these two lines, which would be targets on the ground. And a vertical aerial photograph is one that's taken straight down from the airplane. The geometry of the photograph would be more square in this case, as opposed to trapezoidal or this other shape over here. And there would be one point directly beneath the ground that would have no distortion associated with it. But as we can see, we can imagine these like rays of light. And these rays of light, or these directional components, would actually provide some distortion, relief distortion, which we'll talk about later.